There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin. Five-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A beautiful fake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 more on that one and another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Powers through and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's taken at around the 40. Able to slither by. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit. And
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On play action, they'll throw.
This is caught by Addison.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not many rules just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. They juked it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Second and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. It got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Loss of 2. And it's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Vikings.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Addison hauls it in.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run on the draw.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That is caught, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. but that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but